Hi everyone. My name is Shimpei Sasano. I'm product owner of SRE team at JCB. And his name is Ryotaro Takeda. He's SRE engineer at NTT Data. We work at the same team now. Today we'll be talking about our SRE engagement model transition. First of all, I will speak about our company and project. JCB is an international credit card company from Japan. Our company has three main businesses. The first business is the brand holder. JCB is the only international payment brand from Japan. Other major payment brand is Visa, MasterCard, American Express, and so on. The second is the issuer, recruiting and issuing card holders and launching new cards. The third is the acquirer, building and maintaining one of the largest networks of merchants in Japan by leveraging our strengths in single acquiring. And I have a question. Do you have the JCB credit card? Oh, oh, less than I expected. And do you have the Visa credit card? Okay, me too. Good feedback. And about NTT Data. As NTT Data, they are top 10 global businesses and IT services provider with business operations in more than 50 countries and regions. They leverage their expertise in hybrid cloud and XOps technologies to help clients all over the world to practice SRE. JCB and NTT Data are working together to implement SRE. The relationship between the two companies is not a traditional pyramid organization. A siloeless organization where the business department within JCB, the systems department, and NTT Data as an IT business partner exist within one team. Next, I will speak about the situation surrounding our company. Currently, we are facing a variety of concerns, such as the expansion of cashless transactions, the digitalization of payments, the accompanying security measures, and the emergence of new competitors. In response to these issues, we need to speed up our business. However, at the same time, for the reasons described in this slide, we were unable to immediately implement our ideas into a system. So we started a new project where we adapted a Dejima concept. Dejima is a historic artificial island of Nagasaki, Japan. Concept of Dejima is attempt to build an organization independent of the company. By building a team independent of the existing organization, we are able to move forward quickly and boldly to innovate. The Dejima will adapt a different system and development process than the existing organization. Following the inverse conway maneuver, we map the Dejima organizational structure from the system of architecture. This organization is currently expanding to a total of 20 teams with over 400 members as of November 2022. In addition to building an organizational structure, we created a JCB digital enablement platform called JDEP. It achieved the high-speed development of services. JDEP is platform on Google Cloud. This infrastructure consists of cloud-native technologies. The system on this platform consists of containers running on Google Kubernetes engine. For service mesh, we use Anthos Service Mesh, a Google-managed Istio. All infrastructure are coded using Terraform and Kubernetes manifests based on the concept of infrastructure as code, and these codes are stored in GitLab. CI/CD is implemented with GitLab Runner and Argo CD. For system monitoring operations, we use Datadog and PagerDuty. For system, and we also use various other services such as Prisma Cloud and Okta and so on. With these services, JDEP combines security and developer experience. In parallel with building the structure and systems, we also launched our SRE. Why we started SRE? There are two reasons. The first is to introduce the concept of system reliability to the services and development team. Second, as the number of development teams using JDEP increased, infrastructure support members are also needed.
Okay, I changed presenter. Hello everyone, my name is Ryotaro Takeda from NTT Data. I will speak from this slide. So I will introduce the transition of the SRE engagement model. So SRE engagement model, the type of SRE implementation. There are various styles of SRE engagement model. This table shows specific example of SRE engagement model. In our organization, we have adopted embedded SRE and platform SRE. Embedded SRE joins service team directly to improve reliability. On the other hand, platform SRE provides infrastructure to support multiple systems. I will show the evolution of the SRE engagement model transition in JCB. As this chart shows, our organization expanded rapidly, eventually growing up to 14 services and 400 developers. SRE engagement model and mission have evolved in 3 phases. First is the launch phase. We adopted embedded SRE to support 3 services. Then, as the organization expanded, we transitioned to the specialization phase. We have split our SRE team into 2 teams with different missions. Finally, in expansion phase, we have made a major mission shift from SRE execution to promotion. I will now present the transition of each phase in detail. In the launch phase, we start from building SRE team. So I explain SRE members' capability and adopted engagement model. Our SRE team was created by separating from one platform team. Therefore, the SRE members are made up of members with infrastructure skills. And we adopted embedded SRE, which provides full-time support for all services, because we thought the embedded SRE style, it was the most standard. However, we faced 2 major issues. The first was our inability to meet the dynamically changing needs of SRE. We should have dispatched an appropriate number of SRE with defined mission and defined duration. But we simply dispatched a single full-time engagement members to all services. As a result, we could not optimize SRE support to dynamically changing demand. The second issue is the lack of cross-organizational functions. This SRE team was unable to effectively execute cross-organizational issue resolution and production operation definition. This was because their mission was to run SRE on the service team. However, due to the feature of multiple services running on common platform called JCB, many common operational definitions were required and piled up it. So to overcome those issues, we have terminated our embedded SRE and have created two teams with different missions as platform SRE. The first team is called Sheriff. Sheriff team mission developing cross-organizational best practices and solving problems with technology. Therefore, Sheriff team has a function as a Center of Excellence, COE. As a result, this team solved over 150 issues in 6 months. The second team is Diplomat. Diplomat team's mission is executing SRE for each services as team and supporting to develop and maintain infrastructure of each services. As a result, we are able to focus on the service team with the highest demand. However, during this phase, we also faced a new issue due to the rapid scale of our organization. This table shows specific figure for the expansion of our organization. During 1 year, the number of services doubled and the number of developers 5 times bigger. And however, the number of diplomats are same number. So the diplomat team was becoming unable to adequately support to each services because some diplomats have to have multiple services. For example, diplomats have to focus on mandatory infrastructure tasks and cannot afford to improve production operations. So to solve this issue, we did not transform engagement model, but revised the mission. We updated SRE mission from SRE execution to SRE promotion. SRE promotion means SRE member enables service teams members to execute SRE practices. Some company call this type of code SRE as enabling SRE. We implement SRE promotion the following 3 steps. 1, standardized SRE practices. 2, define SRE maturity assessment. 3, define and evaluate success criteria. As a result, a diplomat supporting 14 services and service team execute SRE practices by themselves. I will talk about these 3 steps. At first, we have implemented standardization of SRE practices so that service team can execute them. Our SRE practices are defined as SRE team policy supported by Google. We define these error budget policy, incident policy, total policy, or on-call policy, post-mortem policy to improve production operations. For services in production, we have injected a culture of reliability in terms of how we respond to incidents and recover them. These policies are checked using technical practices such as game day to ensure they are being applied to each them. Today, our team in Tokyo held the game day with various services and checking our team's incident response. Second, we define the SRE maturity assessment in order to evaluate services SRE level with uniform indicator and compare with each other. It is designed to assess how well each service team is performing SRE. This assessment have multiple categories, not only SRE policy, but also the technical elements such as release engineering. These categories have over 30 checkpoints, and we can get result of maturity level by checking them. As a result, we can evaluate each team's SRE level quantitatively. In the third step, we define success criteria. This criteria has the team objective in short term, and we can check whether our team has success or not. In addition to SRE maturity assessment, various objectives are defined, including incident response, SRO of SRE team. By setting these goals and checking results every 6 months, we are continuously assessing the degree of SRE injection into each team. So when new services start to run on production environment, we can inject SRE policy into each service continuously by this scheme. Currently, we are able to handle 14 services with 8 diplomats. Finally, I'd like to talk about the future perspective of our organization. We have implemented standardization and expansion of SRE practices. Currently, the expansion of our organization is settled. So we will approach the further improvement of reliability by implementing 3 actions. First, we will measure the agility and stability of each services by capturing DevOps key metrics, as known as DORA metrics or 4 keys metrics. If the metrics reveals major issue, we will send an embedded SRE with fixed mission and support period and fixed mission and fixed support period to resolve them. If embedded SRE resolves the target issue or consumes support period completely, this SRE back to platform SRE team. On the other hand, if there are common platform issues that have significant negative impact on agility and stability, we will implement self-services so that each service can use infrastructure by themselves. We will continue to agility and stability of our businesses. Okay. This is a summary of evolution of engagement model. As the organization has rapidly expanded, we have evolved transforming engagement model and mission of our team. We plan to further increase the agility and stability of our businesses by reforming embedded SRE and enhance self-services. That's all. Thank you for listening.